ಕೆಪಿಸಿ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಕಾಫಿ ಉದ್ಯಮವನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಿಡುವಂತೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಒತ್ತಾಯಿಸಿದೆ. ಈ ಕಾಯ್ದೆಯಿಂದ ಎನ್ಪಿಎ ಆದವರಿಗೆ ತೀವ್ರ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಕೆಪಿಎ 65ನೇ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಮಹಾಸಭೆಯ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುದ್ದಿಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಪಿಎ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಶಶಿಧರ್ ಹೇಳಿದರು.
Because there are drought years. So
they are straying into the human habitation.
Yes, and also during height of summer, all the estates have irrigation ponds.
ಮಾನವ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಸಂಘರ್ಷ ತಡೆಯುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಗಂಭೀರ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೂ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಹಳಿ ಅಳವಡಿಕೆ, ಆನೆ ಕಾರಿಡಾರ್ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಸೇರಿದಂತೆ ಶಾಶ್ವತ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಎಂದು ಒತ್ತಾಯಿಸಿದರು.
ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ತಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಫಿ ತೋಟದ್ದು ಅದರ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲು ಇರೋಂಥ ಒತ್ತುವರಿಗಳು ಮಾಡಿರೋಂಥ ಜಾಗಗಳು ಅದು ಬಹುಶಃ ಭಾರಿ ಹಿಂದಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನಂಬಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಸತಿ ಹೋದ ಸತಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಲೀಸಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋಂಥ ಒತ್ತುವರಿ ಆದರೂ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ಖುಲ್ಲಾ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಪಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಒತ್ತುವರಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ 25-30 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನು ಆಗಿದೆ ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಟಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ನಾವೇನು ಕಾಫಿ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಲೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಒತ್ತುವರಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೇನು ನಿಜವಾದ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಾವೇನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ 7 ಫೇಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಆಗ್ರಹಿಸಿದರು. ಫಸಲ್ ಬಿಮಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಗೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಉದ್ಯಮವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಒತ್ತಾಯಿಸಿದರು. ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಭೂಮಿ ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಭರವಸೆ ನೀಡಿದ್ದು, ಈಗ ಇರುವ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನು ಜಾರಿಗೆ ತರಬೇಕು ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದರು.
See, there are some irrigation projects which have been taken up by the government of Karnataka. Apparently, they have also come in the way of traditional and old migration routes of animals, especially elephants. And some of the elephants which in the normal course of a year, where they migrate looking for their food, have not been able to go back to their old traditional habitats because of the irrigation projects which have come about. Now, to get around that is something for the experts in those fields to look at. See, like for instance, if you look at in Tamil Nadu, there the old what is called the elephant corridor. If that was something that was implemented, and the state government over there looked at the elephant corridor in such a way that the movement of the elephants were not restricted. I think something similar should be also looked at in the state of Karnataka, because going forward, this is something that we all have to live with, whether we like it or not. Living with the wild animals is something that, and unfortunately, these are the issues. But again, it is in the hands of the experts who advise the government of Karnataka as to how to get around these issues. Is something that we can only probably give our inputs from the plantation side.
What was mentioned by Chairman KPA in his opening remarks, we are seeing a very steep decline in tea prices. Coffee also a steep decline of late. And it is a very challenging market, because if you see coffee 70% is exported. Tea also, the exports are not going as per plan. So this is why there is an excess supply. So most of the challenges that are happening are because of certain geopolitical factors that are happening and beyond our control, that is affecting our market. So we at WASI have also been taking up the role that government can play here, because if you see now a lot of our traditional markets are under sanctions. So there's a lot of government to government interaction where competing countries bring these plantation crops as an agenda item and focus on it. We would like the Indian government to also take forward a similar exercise. And here what is also mentioned in the presentation was, see this, the indirect tax that is there on coffee, that is being paid by the growers, is about 8%, 8.34%. So the drawback for export, 70% of our coffee is exported, but what is the drawback we're getting? Only 1.4%. So we have been petitioning the government that increase this remission to make exports viable. And if you're not wanting to give it all back, at least allocate some portion of the export revenue of what you're collecting as taxes for promoting brand Indian coffee or Indian tea, and promoting it in these markets where there can be growth. So because 8,000 crores worth of coffee is exported out of India. You saw the traction at WCC in Bangalore, there was a lot of movement. If you want to make this 8,000 to 12,000 to 15,000, unless money is put behind it to promote brand, the Indian brand, Indian coffee should be promoted very aggressively. Unless that is done, these goals can't be achieved. So we've been taking it up with government. What we're saying is, what you're collecting from us, put it back. Is what what we're not saying invest taxpayers' money or something. We are paying this 8.5%. Calculations are there for that. Invest some of that back is what.
ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಪಿಎ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಕೆಜಿ ರಾಜೀವ್, ಕಾಫಿ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಅಜಯ್ ತಿಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ, ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಶ್ರೀಧರನ್, ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಆರ್ ಸಂಜಿತ್ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದರು.